So I was out in my garden and I was looking at my plant, and look at how tall that is. It's like a foot taller than me. And I was counting this morning how many, I don't know what you'd call them, branches, I guess, of tomatoes. And I counted there were about 8 that I could definitely identify as being a part of one of the tomato plants, because I'm pretty sure my sun gold is dying. And I was looking at that, and then I'll do a quick spin around so you can see my garden and what it looks like now. So it was a mess. That I just put that there because I was moving stuff and I emptied. I had coconut coir in one of those planters, but I took the coconut coir out and I planted some stuff in there and I moved it somewhere else so it's not out here anymore. And then I'm probably gonna get around to trying to fix my green stalks again and organize. And I'm still working on that shelf, and I'm gonna probably clean that shelf up either tomorrow or this weekend so it'll look better. And then that right there, I just threw out a bunch, like 2 bags of stuff, some soil and bags of stuff that came in, and the bags of soil, the bags of coconut coir, the bags of mulch, because there were a lot of bags of soil and mulch. I threw that out. And then I have to throw this out next because I don't want that soil anymore. That's soil from my dead lemon tree, and my dead lemon tree's in there. And then I have to sweep up all this and throw that out. And then I still have some bags over there of soil with some bulbs in it. I was going to plant the bulb somewhere else, but then I decided to plant those in something else, in a smaller pot, a few smaller pots, and that'll be cute. So I got to clean that up and organize that and work on the green stalks. Like, that green stalk is pretty much put together. It's just in the corner, and it was having trouble falling because the top one's not even on there at all. And I think those are the main ones, so I put it against the fence. And then the top one on there, that one had a trouble with falling. And then the other one, so that one is down there on the ground. And that one is just mixed up of the ones that fell off the other ones, and all those fell off there except for the bottom 2. But that one, oh, those are all the old green stalks from last year. I don't know, it seemed like when I took them apart they had trouble staying together. After I took them apart and tried to put them back together this year, I had trouble putting them together. And then I talked to Greenstock and they told me to send them a picture and message them, and I still haven't done that because I've been busy. But if you buy a Greenstock, they seem to be really helpful, because I talk to them, they give me sales, discounts, and all different types of things. And I'm not even like a sponsor for Greenstock. They're just like friendly and nice. And I'm wondering, what is that right there? You see this plant? I have no idea what that is. I'm wondering, is that a lettuce that I planted and I just don't know it? I'm gonna look it up on that plant lookup thing. And then my stevia, it's looking even better than I thought. Yeah, this is basically just to update on everything that's going on with my garden. So that's all the coconut coir. I have 3 buckets of the coconut coir that I moved around. And then I still have some mulch right there, and I'm going to put that in some pots. I'm going to put that in my other green stalks. I have 1 more green stalk, it's inside. So I'm going to clean up, and once I clean up everything, I'm going to bring that green stalk out. And I still have some perlite over there, and I still have plenty of other stuff that I add to my soil. And then there's a bunch of soil over there, and that's probably going to go into my new green stalk. And I'm going to take the bulbs out and put those in smaller pots probably. And I'm probably going to need to buy some more soil. And this is going to be a long review, or it might be, but see, and I wanted to show you all of this stuff that's in here. I can tell some of these are tomatoes and different things that have seeds. So who knows what kind of tomatoes I'm going to grow. So that's the stevia that I took care of that I was hoping would grow back, but it didn't grow back. So that was like $4 wasted. But that one that I really messed up right there, that I thought wasn't going to do well, that one came back and it's like growing big, and it seems to grow pretty fast, because last week it didn't look like that. And then those are growing fast too and getting big. I'm hoping to at least get a decent amount to harvest and dry out to have another time of the year. And the Swiss chard is doing amazing. The kale is doing really good, because the kale is planted in there with some other stuff, that might be taking up the root space, so it's not as big as like my kale last year, but I'm going to plant more kale. There might be kale in there, I don't know, and kale in other places, because all these green stalks are planted. They have stuff in them. Oh, I might sound tired because I was just out doing laundry and other things. Yeah, all these green stalks are planted. They just fell over. That's why you don't really see anything. And all of them probably don't get water, but the ones that do have stuff sprouting up in them. Like there, I see something sprouting up. That might be a tomato. There's something sprouting up in there. And I've seen all kinds of things sprout up. Over there, there's tomatoes, I think. Yeah, and those tomatoes that I just squeezed, that's been really good. And then that bok choy, it flowered and it looks really pretty. And then that's just a tomato I squeezed that turned into a bunch of tomatoes. And then there's a single tomato I planted over there from seed. All the stuff I planted from seed. Except those tomatoes I planted from a tomato. Because if there's a cluster of tomatoes in my garden somewhere like that, it came from a tomato that I squeezed. The Swiss chard's doing amazing. The oregano is doing really good. The lettuce I have is doing really good. It's still small because I just picked some a few days ago, and I like to pick the baby leaves. Oh, and this tomato, it's really big, and it's has more tomatoes ripening on it. And as you can see, here's a branch that I broke off, and there's a branch that I broke off. And then this is my old sungold that was in a green stalk, but it was like falling over really low in a green stalk. And it's here, and I'm hoping it comes back, but it looks like it might not. Yeah, there it is. So, and then that's my blackberry bush, which is doing really good. It's like more than twice the size it was last year. And those nasturtiums and the tomatoes that broke off of the other plants, the sweet, I think it was Sweet 100 or something. And then I realized I was watching YouTube and I found that there's a Sweet Million, and I don't know if I read Sweet Million, but I always just see sweet and number. I'm pretty sure it's a Sweet 100. And then there's parsley over there, the chard, and behind the chard is the lemon balm, lettuce, and then there's a new parsley plant that popped up. And then that strawberry plant over there looks amazing. And I'm hoping, oh, and down here I have another strawberry plant. It's doing really good. And then my lemon tree is doing really good, but I knocked a bunch of stuff over it. And then my lime tree is doing really good. And over there I have beans, tomatoes, nasturtiums, and who knows what else. And then in these pots I did plant lettuce, but during the heat wave the lettuce died. And like there, that was full of peas, but the peas died. Oh, and there's peas in there too. And those peas survived because that's more of a shady area, and it's covered by all the nasturtiums and the other things over there. Yeah, there's nasturtiums in there too with the beans. And the beans are flowering and all kind of stuff. Yeah, you can see this looks like gonna have, oh, they're growing beans. I thought that was this. Yeah, they're growing beans already and everything. I didn't notice that. It wasn't, and that might be more than one bean plant. I don't know. I planted a lot of stuff. I put it in a bag and sprinkle stuff. Yeah, there's that. And I see some curly parsley, some flat leaf parsley, and then that's some parsley that flowered at the top and it looks pretty. And then I see beets. Yeah, and I see beets in there too, so I can tell from the red. And I think what I thought was a squash, because I don't remember planting squash like right in there. I think that's a cucumber. And then at the top you can see a tomato, and then that's a tomato, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because right now they look like tomatoes, so I'm going to say tomatoes. But that one at the top right there, I'm definitely sure that's a tomato. And then look, it fell. Yeah, because those tomatoes and everything, it looks so great. Yeah, those are some peas I planted. Those are doing really good, but they dried out during the heat wave. And then over there, you can see right there, that's a strawberry plant over there, because I was shocked to find that, because I'll water everything at the top, because I put the things on there, the watering things. So that, then I'm going to clear that out, because once I clear that out right there, I'm going to put green stalks over there. I'm going to push these green stalks over there, push the pots out. I'm going to put green stalks over here the way I had it last year, because I didn't have that many green stalks last year. I only had like 4. So I'm going to put at least 2 green stalks over there, and try and put pots against here, and then maybe like 2 green stalks here, and 2 over here, and try and get stuff away from my window. Yeah, but everything looks great, and I planted some nasturtium, some more nasturtiums today. Yeah, my garden is coming along. I just need to organize that, clean that up, and throw that out, and sweep all this up and clean that up, and then my garden will soon look like the way I want it to. I'm hoping to get a lot of stuff done this weekend. Just a quick little garden review, so when you start seeing changes in my garden, and I'm going to be posting a lot more videos. And like if you look at these strawberries, they're growing strawberries, and they're big strawberries like in the grocery store. And these strawberry plants, I got some from Whole Foods. The ones I got from Whole Foods, those are from Whole Foods. And then I had some from Home Depot. And the ones from Home Depot, I pretty much killed most of those because I waited a long time to water them, because I bought them the same time as lemon trees, but I didn't plant them until after I planted, around the time I planted the lime tree, and the lime tree came back, but not all the strawberries, because that has 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's from Whole Foods. That one might be from Home Depot, because the Home Depot were the big strawberries too. And some of these there might be more in there, because I can't see, because there was a lot of stuff planted in the green stalks, and I had some coming back from last year, but that's not there. Oh, and then I'm going to plant some strawberries like in September for next year, because it said to give them like 120 days for like the baby all beyond the strawberries, I think it was. Oh, and then I still have some seed reviews to do. I have a lot of stuff to do I haven't gotten around to do. And I'm doing some new videos of different places and all kinds of stuff. So there's a lot coming to my channel. So watch and subscribe, and thank you. Bye. Oh, that all used to be mint, but that died. But there's a tomato in there growing. And I will be back. And there's my aloe vera. I still have some aloe vera down there. But then I was watching a video about taking care of my aloe vera. So I'm going to do that at some point when I have free time. But for now, I'm off to go rest, because I've done a lot out here, and I've been doing laundry and other things. So like and subscribe. Bye.